Akong tawagon ang atong Executive Director of Gawad Kalinga. Let's call in ang pinakagwapo sa tanang Gawad
Nagpa-picture
Kalinga.
pa lang yung ko ganiha. Pati
Ha?
si Melody,
Nagpa-autograph mo?
May pa-autograph mo.
Tawagon ako si Kuya Luis Oqueñena.
Good evening, everyone. Maayong gabi natong tanan. I don't know if I can inspire you tonight, but you definitely have inspired me. You traveled from all over on your own resources. Yung iba sa inyo yata nag-ipon pa ng nagbuhi pa og baboy para for this particular day. And tonight we share thousands of volunteers from 33 provinces. Maybe it's important for us to understand that in 2003, there were barely 100 people in southern Leyte that started the spirit of the Bayani Challenge. Look around you. Sabi nga ni Jerdy, parang konti tayo ah. But kanina, I guess you were over 1,500. But tonight, konti tayo. But you know, it's not about the number. It's about the heart behind the numbers. It's about the dream behind the numbers. It's about the commitment behind the number. Tonight, after a long day of, I don't know kung ano talaga yung nagawa natin kasi ako nagbara ako, no? Nagbutas ng sahig. Sahig kasi parang lumang bahay yun, eh, no? Napagod. Pero sabi ko, napakadali naman ng trabaho. Napagod ba talaga kayo sa trabaho? Napagod kayo sa init? Sa init, di ba? Sabi na yung isa, parang masyadong madali yung trabaho. It's so easy. No, wala, hindi naman, no sweat na mas mainit pa, napawisan ako ng init. Pero that's the whole point. Siguro kung tatlo lang, siguro napakahirap ng trabaho. Kaso medyo marami tayo, napadali yung trabaho. And tonight, I'd like to share something, no? I read somewhere that if you live to be 80 years old, sino bang above 50 years old dito? O wag maging sinungalin, ha? Who's below 40? Who's below 27? Wala. Konti lang. So if you live to be 80, you would have spent 30 years of that 80 years sleeping. And of the 50 years that is remaining, you would have spent 4 years and a half eating. So you barely have about 46, 47 years of productive life. That's why it's important for each one to really think about what and how you want to live your life. And tonight, this is an opportunity. This is a moment when we can really define how we want to live our life. Maraming mga news. Ewan ko, ano ba yung nakatatak dyan sa isip nyo na news na nabasa ninyo lately coming to the Bayani Challenge? Example, sino bang may nakabasa ng newspaper this morning? Anong headlines? Ano yung headlines? Hindi kayo nagbabasa? Ano? Break? Raid? Di ko... Nahasa. Rape. May na-rape. Okay. Ano pa? Sa Philippine Star, sa Inquirer, ano pang nabasa natin? Akala ko kasi yung rape break eh. Meron din eh, di ba? May mga breaking each other's heart, nag-away, ha? May nag-resign. So, these are the things that are hugging the news. These are the things that are in the consciousness of many. But something as special as this, you think tonight is special? You think the Bayani's challenge is special? But something as special as this, parang hindi umaabot sa ano eh, no? sa news, no? Hindi umaabot na hey, there's something happening in 33 provinces. In fact, we ask ourselves, when was the last time that there was a movement like Bayani Challenge, a movement in 33 provinces? Can you think of that moment? Can you think back in history when that moment happened? When there was actually movement across the country in several provinces. I was 16 years old then, and that movement happened during EDSA, People Power. When small people, small number of people in the different cities gathered and really expressed what they think, ano ba dapat yung Pilipinas? Ano ba yung Pilipinas natin? And can you imagine today, meron bang grupo, meron bang pangyayari na in 33 provinces? You might think that we are only about 300 here, but you are part of that movement that's sweeping across the country in 33 provinces. We are creating a spark for change. Alam mo, kailangan ng Pilipinas ng pagbabago eh. Ang problema lang, ano klaseng pagbabago? Kailangan ng lahat ng Pilipino nagsasabi, gusto kong makisama, gusto kong sumama sa isang kampanya ng pagbabago. Pero ano klaseng pagbabago? Ito, pagbabago, kung saan sinasabi natin na walang iwanan. Pag sinabi natin walang iwanan, lalo na sa mga mahihirap. When in 2003, that Bayani Challenge started, it was because of a very compelling reason, nagkaroon ng Ginsaogon landslide. So meron kaming inipon ng mga taga Manila, taga Luzon, punta tayo sa Leyte. May mga taga Quezon City, they started out, nag-rent sila ng jeepney. Pagdating nila, nag-land trip mula Quezon City papuntang Southern Leyte. Can you imagine how far that travel was? How long the travel was? You know, by the time they went back to Quezon City, yung dalawa doon, yung isang single na lalaki, isang single na babae, naging boyfriend and girlfriend sila sa sobrang tagal ng biyahe. Ngayon mag-asawa na sila, ngayon may anak na sila. And taon-taon, sumasama sila sa Bayani Challenge. Kaya sino ba yung may boyfriend dito? May boyfriend. Sino yung walang boyfriend dito? Huwag mawala ng pag-asa. Yung mga lalaki. In fact, dapat gawing gawing criteria ng lahat ng mga babae. The girls should make it as a criteria that, bago mo ako ligawan, mag-Bayani Challenge ka muna. Magpakitang gilas ka kung kaya mo magpala. Kasi pag kaya mo magpala, kaya mo akong pakainin. Kaya mo magtrabaho, maghirap para sa ibang tao, ibig sabihin kaya mo magtrabaho, maghirap para sa akin. And that is the change that we want to start. The change in culture. The change when we now begin to really build that culture of caring. When people begin to care, when each one of us will begin to care for somebody who's not even part of family, then we are building that, what I call a new operating system. A new operating system wherein the creativity and the innovation of ending poverty, of ending hunger, of ending this issue of the environment, when we begin to build that culture of caring, many wonderful things will definitely happen. Because the issue of today is that I believe there is a crisis, a crisis of values when people just stop caring because we have to survive. What we are trying to do today is to build that culture when we will begin to look at the poor, when we will begin to look at our country, before we begin to look at our own concern. When we begin to be that, then there will be more than enough for everybody. Because you will be sure that the person beside you or the person whom you don't even know yet might begin to care for you as well. That is the beauty of that culture of caring. And this is what we're trying to do in this Bayani Challenge. Na ang Pilipinas natin, bawat Pilipino, ay nagkakaroon ng pakialaman sa bawat isa. Yung mga taga Luzon, yung mga taga Visayas, yung taga Mindanao, yung kahit na mga Muslim, magkakaroon tayo ng pagpapakailaman. Tawag dito, we will begin to care for each other. Tomorrow, I will be visiting Southern Leyte. I'll travel very early tonight, early morning tomorrow, because Southern Leyte is a special place in the history of Bayani Challenge. They were brave enough to organize a Bayani Challenge. So sinasabi nila, Southern Leyte is the home of the Bayani Challenge. I'm going back to that place to revisit history. And it's important, talking about history, it's important for each one of us, each one of you, to begin to really reflect on the history of this country and the history, how you have lived your life so far in context of that history of our country. That's why I asked about the age. Sabi ko nga, I was, I think, 16 years old when EDSA Revolution happened. I was there, tried to stand my ground, and I didn't realize what love of country was, but I just knew I wanted to be relevant. And from then on forward, I lived my life. I wanted to be relevant because the worst thing that can happen to a person is you become irrelevant. So you ask yourself now, dito sa Pilipinas natin, in the future, how do I want to be relevant sa Pilipinas? Pilipinas lang ba ng Kuya Luis yan? Pilipinas mo ba yun? Pilipinas niya yun? O Pilipinas ko rin yun? O Pilipinas natin ito lahat? Kasi pag sinasabi natin Pilipinas natin, ibig sabihin dapat meron kang taya, meron kang pakialam sa bansa natin. And pag nagkaroon tayo ng pakialam sa bansa natin, sa bayan natin, sa kababayan natin, then that culture of caring, that culture of no one being left behind, we begin to build on that system, on that culture. Then walang mahihirap siguro tulad yan sa San Miguel. Nakikita ko siguro yung mga beneficiaries natin nakatingin, ano bang pinaggagawa ng mga tao na to? Hindi naman yung mga karpentero, hindi naman yung mga mason, pero naggagawa ng bahay. If I were the beneficiary, if I were the family, sabi ko, siguro magugulat ako, bakit may mga siraulo dito? Anong nakain itong mga to? Andito sa bundok. Sino bang nakapunta sa San Miguel doon sa build site? Di ba ang hirap akyatin? Di ba ang hirap ilang oras para makarating doon, tapos bako-bako. Parang akala mo ilang piso na lang, langit na yata, no? Tapos ang hirap talaga. So siguro yung pamilya doon nakatingin, ano bang nakain itong mga tao na to, napupunta dito, magtatayo ng bahay para sa pamilya ko? That is a very, very powerful message na kahit saan ka man, sa lupalop ng Pilipinas, nasa bundok ka man, na parang feeling mo nakalimutan ka na, ito, may grupo dito sa Bayani Challenge na akitin yung napakataas na bundok, pupuntahan yung napakahirap na lugar para sabihin sa'yo na hindi ka namin iiwanan. Yun yung mensahe ng Bayani Challenge, walang iwanan. Then on Monday, I will go to Basilan. Tatawid na naman ako doon sa Muslim Mindanao, sa Basilan, sa isang lugar na kung saan, siyempre puro Muslim Muslim Mindanao nga no? So, puro Muslim. Pero nakikita ko na dapat hindi tayo matakot. Sabi ng mga tao, sira ulo ka yata, pupunta ka doon, magtatayo ka ng mga bahay. May mga taga Manila na nandun ngayon, katulad ninyo na andun din sa isang school, under the same moon that is shining so brightly upon us, under this Philippine sky that has so many beautiful stars, under this really beautiful weather na pinapawisan tayo. Pare-pareho tayo ngayon, Southern Leyte, Basilan, lahat tayo ngayon nakatingin sa isang tao na nagsasalita dito. Kaya ba lumang ko magbinisaya, pero pasensya, kailangan ko magtagalog kasi maya-maya kailangan to iikot sa buong Pilipinas. So I had to speak both Tagalog, English, and Binisaya pod usahay. So in Basilan, they are building 30 houses there also with brother Muslims, with young Muslims, no, in a very historic area. That area has been is well known because many lives have been lost there. But now, because they're building that village for the poorest, they are actually also building a platform for peace. So that is the Bayani Challenge in Basilan. Very, very different from Bayani Challenge here in the sense that we are building houses in San Miguel, we are fixing schools here. But in Basilan, while they are fixing schools, while they are building houses, they are building peace. And this is what the beauty of Bayani Challenge, because it embodies the hopes, it embodies the commitment, it embodies the aspirations of this generation. In fact, palakpakan natin yung mga hindi mga Pilipino na nakikisama sa atin. Let's really thank them. Kasi alam mo, it's not easy to be in a place where you do not understand people. It's like birds chirping. Ano kayang sinasabi nila dito? No, but I do know that they sense, they feel the hope, the excitement that you guys all have in your hearts. I do know that while they see us perspiring and working hard, sooner than later, they will realize that, hey, this generation that they say before us, they are actually being attracted to this singular dream of having a Philippines that will occupy a nobler place in the global community. That as a people, we are aspiring to become a better nation. We are aspiring that no one should go hungry. We are aspiring that everybody has a stake in shaping the future of this country. And I hope that when they go back to France, when they go back to, saan ba sila? US ba yun? O Germany, Duncan. No? When they go back to Germany, tell our story. Tell the story of the many young people here aspiring for a better country. Tell the story that once upon a time, when you were in the Philippines, there was this group of crazy people started a spark. This is not yet the change. This is just a spark that we hope that will disturb this country of ours. We hope that will inspire more young people into action. That we hope that we will deliver, we will send this powerful message that, if we leave no one behind, we can be rest assured of a brighter future for this country. Walang iwanan. Isang bayanihan, ano nga yung tema natin? Isang bayanihan, isang bayan, isang bayanihan. Napaka-importante ho yan. So tonight, we are starting just a spark. Umpisa pa lang ito. Nag-umpisa sa less than 100 in one site. After 10 years, that was 2003, today is 2013, halos 10 years old na tayo. Gawad Kalinga is also celebrating its 10 years old, its 10 years. GK story, ang daming nangyari, ang daming pagbabago, ang daming mga mali na nangyari. Pero ang importante, yung 100 na isang site, nagiging 1,000 sa ilang site. Last year, we were in 5 sites, and then we dreamt of having it in 33 sites. So you can just imagine, during the last day, what we will be announcing kung saan tayo next year. Nag-umpisa sa 1, naging 5, 5 naging 33. From 33, saan kaya tayo pupunta sa tingin ninyo? Ano kayang dapat pupuntahan natin after mobilizing maybe 80,000 people in 33 sites? Saan kaya tayo pupunta? Hoy, gising! Of course, hindi ko pa sasabihin yon because I'm supposed to say that on the last day. But I want you to think about it. Dare to dream. Take courage. Saan kayo natin pupunta ito? And then, i-tweet ninyo, i-Facebook ninyo. Ako nasa Friendster eh. May nagpi-Friendster pa ba sa inyo? Wala na bang Friendster? And, etong ginagawa natin, Bayani Challenge, karamihan, nag-volunteer. Pero ang iba sa atin, na-volunteer. Since Holy Week, let me share a bit para may reflection tayo for the Holy Week. When Christ was carrying the cross, there was this guy who was just, parang usi, piling ko may pagka-Pilipino yun eh. He was just, ano nangyayari dyan? Ano nangyayari dyan? Excuse me. Tapos biglang siguro na ano siya, unsay tukmod sa Tagalog? Natulak. Natulak siya. Sabi niya, oh, we have a volunteer. No? We have a volunteer. Can you carry the cross? So, yung isa naman, pangalan si Simon of Cyrene. For those of you reflecting for the Holy Week, pangalan niya Simon of Cyrene. Nakiusi lang, natulak, na volunteer. So, wala siyang nagawa kundi kinarga niya yung cross. Na-volunteer siya eh. Sabi niya, ang hirap naman ito. Hindi naman ako nag-volunteer. Na-volunteer lang ako eh. Parang iba sa inyo, yung parang nakisama lang dahil na andun yung kaibigan, o nandun yung kasintahan, o nandun yung crush. Di ba? Yung ibang kalalakihan naman dito, nautusan ng asawa, mag-volunteer ka nga doon. Yes, ma. Ako yung boss ng bahay. I always have the last say kasi. Yes, honey. So, this guy is caring like many of us. Hindi naintindihan kung bakit nag-volunteer because maybe it's more fun to volunteer. Hindi naintindihan kung bakit nag-volunteer because maganda yung beach dito sa San Remigio. Hindi lang maganda yung beach, masarap yung pagkain, magaganda yung mga kasama. So, hindi masyado naintindihan yung pag-volunteer. Time na yan, di ba? Konti na lang, 3 minutes na lang. 3 minutes na lang. Kaya importante mga kasama ko dito, habang magmumuni-muni kayo mamaya, maglalakad kayo sa beach o magpapahinga kayo bago kayo pagod na pagod, bukas maghahataw kayo ng mga painting, maghahataw kayo ng pagtayo ng mga bahay, and marami pang iba. Kailangan pag-isipan natin, bakit nga ba talaga ako nag-volunteer? Bakit nga ba ibibigay ko yung buong buhay ko dito? When I say buong buhay in the next 5 days, no? Make it as productive. Make it as productive as possible these next 5 days. If you see that you are spending more time during the break than work, nako, mag-remind kayo. Kasi yung second day, napapansin ko yan sa Bayani Challenge. Pag second day, mas mahaba na yung snacks kaysa trabaho. No? Mas mahaba na yung lunches kaysa pag-build. No? Tapos marami nang gustong magluto ng pagkain kaysa dun sa maghalo ng semento. And then as the day progresses, no? So parang we have to remind each other because changing the culture and building this culture of caring and sharing is difficult. It is not a walk in the park. Ending poverty is difficult and very challenging. It is not a walk in the park. That is why we need to inspire more people to join this campaign of the Bayani Challenge to lighten the load. While we are having fun, nation building is serious business. Ending poverty, building houses for the 22, 23 families in San Miguel, for the 100 families in Compostela Valley, for the 100 families in Katiil, for a few hundred families in Lanao Norte. So this is what's happening all across the 33 provinces. And kaya nga palakpakan natin yung organizing team, ang service team ng Cebu. Palakpakan natin sila because hindi madali to organize the Bayani Challenge. Sinong hindi taga San Remigio dito? Okay. So malamang you are going home to a particular town, right? Cebu City, Mandaue. So okay lang ba kung next year you will organize your own Bayani Challenge? O pag-isipan natin, baka kasama yan sa announcement natin sa March 27. Because we have to make this a lifestyle. The change has to come from you. We cannot expect change to come from others. Has to come from you. And if you are not willing, na tumaya sa pagbabago, walang pagbabagong mangyayari. Kung hindi tayo tatayo, hindi tayo tataya sa paniniwala natin, sa pinaglalaban natin, walang mangyayaring pagbabago. Kaya be not afraid. Kahit 5 lang kayo, nako, taga-Katmon. May Katmon ba dito, Carmen? Carmen ba yun? Katmon. Both, may Katmon sa Carmen. So kung taga-Carmen ka, 3 lang kayo. Sino bang taga-Carmen ba kayo, Katmon? Katmon, ilan kayo taga-Katmon? Okay. So kahit 3 lang kayo, kahit 2 lang kayo, pag-isipan ninyo, pwede ba tayo mag-Bayani Challenge next year? Kaya ba nating lapitan si Mayor? Kaya ba nating lapitan yung mga kabataan doon? Tapos mag-Bayani Challenge tayo? Uuwi na po ako. Sige, magpapadede pa po ako. So that is the spark. That is the spirit of volunteerism. And the aspiration is to take courage to build this platform of caring and sharing. Even if mag-isa ka lang, 5 kayo. Kasi nag-umpisa talaga yung GK nung 2003, 99, halos wala pang 10 tao nag-umpisa ng Gawad Kalinga. And look at where Gawad Kalinga is at today. Nung nag-umpisa ang GK, kabataan, pumunta sa Caloocan, nag-umpisa ng isang bahay, from that one house, from that less than 10 people, naging 2,000 communities, naging hundreds of thousands of volunteers. And even today, halos hindi nasusulat sa history book ng GK yung 10 yun, o yung less than 10 na yun. Hindi lumalabas lahat sa TV because that is the spirit of service, true service. And because I believe, and just to siguro wrap this up, because I believe God has a very special plan for this country called the Philippines. I really do believe that. Do you believe that? That God has a special plan for our beloved Philippines? So special, in fact, that He made you Filipino. So special that you, yung pangalan mo ngayon, kung sino ka man, si Lito ka man, si Nonoy ka man, Luis ka man, o si Weng ka man, o si Paul ka man, ginawa ka niyang Pilipino dahil gusto niyang maging kasama ka dun sa plano niya para sa Pilipinas. Ano ba yung plano niya sa Pilipinas? Sa tingin ko, dahil maraming mahihirap dito, sa tingin ko, pag natapos natin yung kahirapan ng kababayan natin by 2024, may date yan, in the next couple of years, we will be the biggest testament of His great love for humanity, that no one deserves to be poor. And poverty is not part of His plan. And the Philippines, half of our population are impoverished or hungry. Insurmountable, seemingly insurmountable challenge. But because I believe, and if you believe, whether you're Christian or Muslim, that there is this great God above us that has this beautiful plan for this country, no, I cannot help but say, yes, I want to be part of that campaign. I want to be part of that building of that culture para sa Pilipinas natin. Kaya when you now reflect, sana mapanaginipan ninyo kung ano ba yung klaseng Pilipinas meron tayo in the next 11 years. Pag 11 plus 11, ilang ka ngayon? 40 years old, you're 51. What kind of Philippines do you look forward to? I have 3 kids. I'm turning 44. Plus 11, I'll be 55. Siguro naman buhay pa tayo noon. Magkikita-kita tayo. Ang pinapangarap ko na yung Pilipinas, by that time, wala nang kahirapan. Sana ang Pilipinas, by that time, wala nang kaguluhan. Musliman o Kristiyano, magkasama, kumakain, sabay-sabay, walang nagugutom. Ang iniisip ko, pinapangarap ko na iba sa inyo na sumasama parati sa Pilipinas, sumasama sa Bayani Challenge, sana yung iba sa inyo maging mayor. Sana iba sa inyo maging governor. Sana iba sa inyo maging congressman. And sana may mga mahirap na mga bata na naging okay na yung buhay nila. Sana may maging presidente galing sa kanila. Imposible? Sa tingin ko, hindi. Sa tingin ko, itong gabing ito, with the rest of the 33 sites, we are shaping that dream. We are starting to fire that dream with this spark. We are moving forward with that aspiration by really coming together and starting to invest in this dream for the Philippines and for the Filipino. Kaya once again, sabi ko sa inyo, iniisip ko ng joke pero hindi talaga ako seryoso talaga akong tao eh. Yung kambal ko medyo may alam niyo ba may kambal ako? Ha? Sabi niyo imposible. Hindi, may kambal talaga ako. No? Nandun din siya ngayon. Nasaan ba siya ngayon? Hindi ko maalala kung saan siya eh. Nasaan ba si Mari ngayon, George? Hindi, saan siya sa Pilipinas? Bandang Pilipinas. Yung kapatid ko nasa Cavite naman, I think. Nandun din nagvo-volunteer. Next week, dadaling ko yung 3 anak ko sa Santa Rosa, Cavite. Magtatayo sila ng mga bahay doon. So, this will become my lifestyle. This will become my lifelong mission. And kakaasa kayo na tuwing Bayani Challenge, nandito ako. And aasa din ako na tuwing Bayani Challenge, na andyan din kayo. Dagdagan nyo lang ng 2 kasama pa. Yung walang boyfriend, magka-boyfriend na sana kayo next year. Yung walang girlfriend, magka-boyfriend sana kayo next year. Magka-girlfriend kayo next year. Tsaka, yung mag-asawa na walang anak, sana magka-anak kayo. Because, habang padami tayo ng padami, pagaan ng pagaan, yung trabaho, padali ng padali yung pangarap. Mabuhay at mapagkalingang gabi sa ating lahat.